that you feel is a bit too scary in Monaspa's hands that you don't want to allow through?
Seconds remaining.
I feel like, of course, Drow is a recent one at least that you might need to think about, and it is kind of funny, at least, that the aggro style of Tops and Heroes, and then they just go completely the other way. And, ooh, we see a last bit Tinker.
All right, some Tinker in play. Of course, they've got the Undying with the Tombstone, that
Maybe
vision.
after this game,
very nice to see.
They might be looking to ban it in the second game, but we'll see.
Let's have a look. As I say, everything to play for both of these teams here. Best of 3. OG versus Monaspa, and the winner gets that final spot in Division 2 of the upcoming DPC. The loser gets absolutely nothing.
Whoa. They have the pride of playing in the qualifiers, right? That's... Okay, no, yeah, they get nothing, sorry.
Let's have a look. Let's get some early action here. We'll see Spartan be able to get the D ward. Will, of course, take down his own there after he knows that OG will be aware he's placed it for that.
This might be a game that Seb thinks about Blink Dagger a little bit earlier than his previous Magnus games.
30 seconds to battle.
It will be a bit of a different approach from him, but... I mean, yeah, what do you feel sort of is the reason why he might have to consider it sooner? Is it just because they need that extra catch?
I think it just helps when... If Slark gets like Diffusal Ags, he wants to be able to get into the fight, and it helps when one extra core kind of comes with him. So giving Magnus like one tanky item, be it, let's say like a pipe, would be great to deal with the Tinker. You blink in, pipe up your Slark, and then get on top of a key core. It could just be the deciding factor. Allow Sniper just more opportunities to play from the back and just the headshot down. Because that will be the thing in these lineups. It's like Monaspa will be able to play around Tinker really well and just be annoying. But if OG ever have like vision and momentum, they can just like ping pong around the map and find kills. Because early damage wise, it's like, look, just all heroes on Radiant other than Slark provide annoying damage early game. Where Monaspa, it's like no one actually really does anything, right? They just exist in lanes and chip and bully, but they don't have this insane like team fight early. They really rely on Tinker to be that deciding factor.
So already in this lane, Spartan trying to make sure that Seb doesn't feel comfortable getting anywhere close to the wave.
Yep, just gonna grab the waves. Does Spartan grab the wave himself and meet in the middle? Ooh, it'll be interesting to see how Seb responds to this. Sometimes the offlane just meets with the support. Oh, just gonna get a free courier kill as well. So yeah, just gonna create a new wave by the small camp.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is, of course, giving Nande a very good chance to hit the creeps rather freely.
They're not allowing the offlane of OG to actually get to the point where they can spam this Morphling down. So Spartan doing a pretty good job. Has 5 mangoes as well. Went for the many mango build. So everything I mentioned during the draft about the strength of Rubik Magnus is getting completely thwarted. At least by Spartan.
He's level 2.
Early Tombstone.
Well, at the same time, bottom lane, actually where the action happened, they had the old hoof stomp into the arrow, as they are able to catch No Tail. So first blood here for Monaspa down on the bottom lane. Good start to the side lanes. How are we doing on the mid? Topson 10 for 2 against the 4 for 0. So OG at least having a very solid start here in this 1v1 matchup when it comes to farm. Topson crushing it.
I didn't even see the CS. When you said it out loud, I was like, is that real? I was like, oh, okay, no, it is. That is an unhealthy amount of CS advantage.
I see Nande commenting, of course, on the state of what we're watching up top. It's been indeed a very, very different sort of laning situation. You can usually expect nearly bringing the top lane all the way to the mid lane, really, here between Spartan and MSS.
I've done that before, actually. I was playing Pos 5, and the offlane was trying to meet the creeps with me. But because it was the offlane dragging the wave, I just ran it through dire jungle. And then I realized my mid was like some Lina. I was like, you know what, Lina? Take the wave. Because like the offlane was still chasing to connect them. It was the good days. But I mean, to be fair, you know, nowadays typing, it's his fault. It's his, you know, Undying that's forcing this. It's Undying alone that is putting fear into OG playing the lane. Oh, nope. Okay, so MSS didn't actually have a point in lift. He went for Arcane Supremacy. Potentially, if he had lift there, that could have been a skewer back. Maybe get a free kill on Spartan. OG will be happy now with the lane position, at least, being in front of the tower. Do have it shoving a little bit. But the resources slowly falling out of Monaspa's favor. I think this is going to be where the lane is going to turn a little bit in top. Especially as soon as Undying doesn't have the mana, things might be a little bit difficult. Anyway, in bot, Slot getting jumped on.
See if they can burst him. No one trying to pounce. Desire needs that final right click, and he's got it. Second kill here for the two of them, Desire and Skylark, after a hot start. Getting the support kill and now getting the carry kill out of this lane, pushing no one back.
Yeah, really good lane. And surprising, actually, that the Stomp connects onto Slark. Normally, due to the animation of Centaur, Slarks are able to get that dart packed out, but I didn't catch if it was already on cooldown or how it got set up, but unfortunate for no one to be caught off guard there.
See, Thompson
just
he can
so
look to
aggressive.
chase this. I think Wish is pretty dead here. Very far. One more hit.
Oh!
He's got it.
There we go.
Thompson, a very hot start in the mid, leading the CS by a decent amount and getting that solo kill.
He's got 3 Wraith Bands. Of course, it's Thompson playing Sniper. He likes to go. Well, I think he wants to build 3 or 4 Wraith Bands.
I think it's 4 normally.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. No. After all the chaos that has ensued in the lanes, is kind of favouring OG a little bit more now. Wish just hitting level 5.
Desire. See how much he wants to commit for this. Okay, No Tail has got stick charges. We'll still up to throw out the arrow. Not enough damage to get the kill on him at all, that.
Getting a deep ward out as well. I think laning wise, other than this sniper just really doing well, Monaspa are going to have pretty exciting times in regards to the fact that, Morphling free farm, Centaur absolute free farm, and don't forget, Skylark, when he picks up that blink, he plays with the team. If Tinker gets blink relatively early, Skylark gets blink, these two heroes just playing the map together, being super aggressive, that could be too much pressure for OG to deal with. Especially if they get to find this Thompson a couple times.
So in the mid, MSS is going to join forces to maybe see if they can take down Wish again. Coming in from the high ground, setting things up with the shrapnel slow. Let's see if Wish has got any way out of this. He has got backup coming in. We'll be able to get the laser off onto Thompson, and with the TPs coming in, it could be Thompson that's in trouble. Thompson will finish the kill off, but he does die for that attempt. And with the Tombstone zombies down, MSS also will fall. So a trade between the mids, but overall, Monaspa getting the greater cleanup. Double kill for Desire.
Yeah, instantly in bot lane, OG is like pinging out this center. It's like, do not let him come to lane. Support us in mid lane. We need to pressure. We can't allow them to get the double kill mid, plus presence on the side lanes. Yeah, Skylark respecting the fact that he doesn't have assistance and just playing super defensive.
I'll see now. MSS back up to the top lane. Of course, very hard for these two to really have a chance of killing Nande. And again, we're just sort of seeing how free of a time Nande has been having up there. Still top CS this point in the game. 42 and 15 on the last hits and denies.
Even with the 1 death on Slark, relatively keeping up with the 2.9k net worth. Only 300 gold behind. Rushing that Diffusal Blade.
Maybe seeing if they can sort of get no one down low enough to try for another attempt on him. Of course, it is difficult, despite them being able to do it the once. Again, top lane Seb just continuing to try and take this wave away so he can farm it safely and somehow slow down Nande's just complete free farm that he's getting.
Doing it at 7 minutes as well. It's always funny, but if you're Monaspa at least, with the lack of pressure. Oh, Slarks.
He's dead again. A very good aggressive move here from Monaspa, and Desire, he's going to dive in. I mean, this man, he's having a fantastic beginning. 5-0-1. Will die to the tower, but he won't mind a quick trip to base. He's really hitting hard here. Fantastic early impact from the Mirana. And once more, just the way that they play this aggression and make sure that the pounce, it just never saves him. Always getting in there with the body block. Skylark so no one cannot break away from the two of them.
His desire, just incredible. The Rubik game he had in the previous and now here, he was on a 5-kill streak. Sure, it goes away to no tail, but yeah, incredible start for Monaspa with their offlane duo. I'd argue now this is the point of the game where maybe some stacks are needing to be made for this Tinker. Tinker hasn't had the best of times mid, so if there's any jungle for him to farm up to sync up the timings, but instantly straight back into bot, trying to kill off no one again. He just came back to the lane.
Yeah, this time they weren't quite able to get the Who Stomp down around the Dark Pact. Quick dodge. Oof, close there of the arrow. Rockets will be chasing him. Yeah, still at this point where he's not quite got the 6, so they really want to put the pressure on before no one hits that Shadow Dance capability. They'll find No Tail hidden in the trees, and they'll finish him off. Jump forward aggressively from No One as he has got backup of MSS. Swings across, and that kill will allow No One to get his level 6. So now should be feeling a little bit safer as the Slark down hit.
Meanwhile, whilst all that was happening, Magnus dies down in top lane. Spartan threw down the tombstone. Now they're just getting on top of him. Wasn't able to brush off the damage. Nice little Adaptive Strike and dead. And the classic Spartan ward. Runs in deep, puts it just south of the Ancients. He places this ward so many times. If he's getting a little bit, an ounce of a lead, he instantly runs there. So let's see if Notal dewards it. Oh no, he himself wards. Okay, Spartan has the information there. That's going to be a free D-ward later down the line.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see how Tops are doing. He's only opting for the 3 Wraith Bands this game. Getting that Dragon Lance up next. And, oh, actually, okay. I didn't expect that one.
A solo kill.
Apologies for missing that. But yeah, a solo kill for Nande against Seb. Must have made a bit of a mistake there, Seb. As, yeah, Nande, his game's just gone from great to greater, really. I mean, 2 kills on him now. And the free farm continues. So, they can't afford to let that happen. Feed away these 3 kills to the solo morph.
I just think when they picked up this Mag Rubik, they expected a little bit more laning pressure. And yeah, it's Undying. Spartan's just doing so much work. And the ward that Spartan placed instantly netted themselves a kill.
Now, bottom lane. They're going to be able to get the chase onto No One. They block him off. He's going to try and turn and bring down Desire with him, but he cannot do so. Leaps at the ready. That's No One dead as well. Monaspa just rolling in the kills.
I mean, this is the situation when Thompson's playing the sniper. They often rely on Thompson's aggression to open up the map for everyone else. But he's backwards thinking this game. He's thinking about the jungle.
They're going to drop the RP on Spartan. They'll just take what they can get here, old G. And, I mean, they should get him, but surely Spartan doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, he will die. But having to drop the RP for that, and we see Monaspa, they're still ready to fight into this. Nande zips up into the high ground and finishes off Notal. Another kill here for the carry morph. Getting very active and aggressive, and he'll even be able to take away some of the farm here from the triangle of old G.
The aggression is just absolutely beautiful. Seb, even with that skewer, he's trying to be a little bit cheeky. He was skewering the Undying away from his team. It's like, boys, I want the XP. Leave me alone. But Seb, he shows himself.
Nande is going to waveform aggressively for this. Oh, Thompson.
Thompson.
He's up on the cliff.
He doesn't have TP.
Is it on cooldown as well? If he gets one out?
Oh, we'll find out in a second.
Let's have a look. I think this man might be in trouble. Well, we've got a courier coming out.
Oh.
It should, well, yeah, we don't see if it's got a cooldown right until he picks it up on his hero.
Well, let's just see.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. He'll even be able to clean up a camp from the cliff. So.
I mean, he's cliff jungling. We've not seen this for years, but again, OG just reinventing the game right now. Cliff jungling sniper 12 minutes in. Try and do it in your pubs.
So they're going to see if they can do something top. So if they can kill Spartan. He's out with the Stampede. They'll put the Stampede here, Skylark, to save his support and dying. Make sure that OG don't get the chance to pick up a kill here.
And this is where the game for Monaspa needs to kind of crank up the pace, right? You got Blink on the Tinker, you got the Blink on the Centaur. They want to just run around the map now and pressure. Seb, if you look at his itemization, he's opted just to go straight for the Blink. He hasn't been able to hit creeps. He hasn't been able to get those tanky items. The casual hood turn into pipe. He's going just for the quick skirmish play. They're really hoping just to get a small victory in the upcoming minutes, but Monaspa just cannot give them any breathing room. Already smoking up. even bringing the Morphling. This is such an active Morphling. You know, no, it is happening in top lane around where he's laning, but the fact that Nane's been in so many kills, joining the team so early on.
Oh, look how low this Ancient stack is. This is quite an effective time for Monaspa to strike. They're in on the top, but a quick Static Storm from Notel is placed down, and that will allow them to catch and punish Nande. Very good reaction there from Notel. He was prepared for that jump to be made. Also gets the glimpse back on Skylark. Good turn there off the back of the Disruptor play. Notel keeping the team safe and making sure that they can punch back at Monaspa, as you said, incredibly aggressive plays that they're making with their Morph.
Yeah, that was some just godly reactions. They had the high ground ward. They kind of saw the entry coming in, but just Notel's positioning is like, Thompson, farm this camp. If they jump you, he has already pre-casted that ultimate, hovering on the spot, right? And Centaur, a slower initiator, right? The time it takes for her stomp. Yeah, nice positioning from Notel. Incredibly ready for them to go on him. Really good heads-up play. And that was the type of moment that OG needed. OG needed a pick, a something to force Monaspa to second-guess their aggression, and it came from the position 5 Disruptor with a really OP Static Storm.
Number for TP's bottom. It's just MSS for now. And Seb. We'll have a further second TP coming in. He's thinking about dropping the RP, but we'll wait for the pullback from Notel and the glimpse. Now with the strength morphed up though on Nande, Seb no longer wanting to commit, and in fact they find MSS in the trees there. They'll land the stun, hunt him out, skewer him back. MSS, he'll be able to steal the stolen skewer.
Yoink.
And he will end up dying, as that will be the chance to keep pushing bottom. Seb, he's always... Yeah, I mean, that very much says the sort of the state of the game that Seb feels happened so far. He's like, we've got to farm it up. We've got to go for the later stages. He's queued up that Midas on the off-lane Magnus. That's my kind of build team.
I mean, he's queued up the Midas and he's about to potentially die. There it is. But he bought the glove. He has committed.
He's committed.
In fairness, I think there's two ways against playing against Morphling, right? It's to close out the map, punish him before he's online, or push out lanes and outscale with multiple cores. And against the threat of this Tinker, the early blink of Centaur, I think OG are just taking the read that they can't win the early fights. They are so kind of under-farmed and out of place in regards to the position that they need to just stall out the game. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised Seb commits for the Midas. Sniper continues to farm up. They'll concede a little bit of map, and when they see an opportunity, they'll look to go for the fight, but very much this is now Monaspa's game to make the smoke plays, make the moves, but still respect that OG are going to be scaling at some point, and they have plenty of wave shove with their heroes to be elusive and to annoy Monaspa's ability to play kind of the macro game.
We'll be able to find the top tower. Motel Static Storm ready again. I'm definitely seeing sort of a change of pace from Nande after that death close to the tier 2 of OG. He's holding back and making sure they can farm up that next item. Still managing to maintain that top spot and farm. Manta should be done very shortly.
Up, right?
He is, yeah, considering how tough of a lane no one had. What, the pretty much the 3 deaths during that laning stage. He's definitely managed to clean up his act now. MSS very close to having a blink himself, so we'll have the catch play between the two of them, between MSS and Seb. Some good playmaking build up.
Just the classic Magnus plays, right? It's just empower your slot, farm up, push out lanes. Sniper, he picks up the shard, so he's able to be a little bit more elusive in the fights with a concussive grenade, not get enemies back, push himself around. So he's farming more vulnerable spots in the hope to make some cute outplays. But if you just look at the minimap though, just look how far the Radiant lanes are being shoved into Monaspa. You know, Monaspa, they have this like incredible timing with the blinks, the tombstone, just the all-out fight that they could bring with how well the early game went, but they themselves can't really make any plays because these lanes are just getting so quickly shoved out from from OG. And even, look, Monaspa just entering that Radiant jungle. It's just a little bit too late now. Sniper's now back up to top lane. How many times have we seen these Ancients been stacked from OG?
Like, yeah, they're getting a lot
probably
from
like
that.
6 stacks now. Like, yeah, really effective utilization of the jungle. And Monaspa's kind of clutching at straws right now. Not really able to to find anything. They wanted a quicker game, I think, right now, and unhappy that they haven't really found these pickoffs.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to put the pressure onto the tier 1 here. No one has turned up, and the rest of OG swinging around from the side. And already, No-Tail's tried to start the fight off with the Static Storm, but they'll be able to stand their ground through that and kill him off. So we'll be lacking the Disruptor and the Ultimate if they want to put together a defense here against Monaspa's push now.
Really nice illusion bait from Nande. Baited No-Tail to TP in and try and go for the Static Storm play.
Skylark trying to get the blink in, but MSS, of course, with his recently picked up one, will manage to break away. That is the tower gone. Monaspa successful with the push.
Closing in on that minus from Seb. About 300 gold away. Again, OG, they want to fight around objectives, maybe with a fortification. They don't even have that available, actually, so they gotta run.
Whoop. Seb having to use the RP there to stop himself from getting hoof stomped immediately by Skylark. No one will be able to turn and jump across over towards Skylark. They'll catch Spartan as well. OG immediately turning up, and No-Tail, they get the glimpse back on Desire. Still got some leaps left to play with, and Nande just swings back into the fight and actually kills off Thompson. Now can maybe turn towards No One. No One still has the Shadow Dance at the ready, so should be fine. Desire, 4-star available. We'll be able to dodge the jump forward for No One. And now Nande swinging across. They can maybe look to see if they can kill this Slark. There's No One. Go for another Dark Pact and a leap up to the high ground, but Nande snipes him with the nuke. It's a double kill for the Morph as Nande back to crushing these team fights that he turns up to, getting the cleanup. He may even be considering looking for more. He knows it's just the 2 supports here of OG. And he's got the backup of Desire and Wish. See if Nande wants to swing in underneath the tier 2 tower. Be pretty aggressive. It looks like OG, they'll be able to sit back at a safe distance. There's the Midas out for Seb at the least. He's going to hope that he gets that off before any sort of dive comes in from Monaspa. You see Seb. Put the skewer back onto Spartan, but they have the already Seb. Oh, he's going to die, and he didn't get his Midas off. He didn't get a chance to use it. So extra salt in the wounds there. MSS also unable to TP out as Monaspa pick up more kills and can now pressure the tier 2. And indeed the greatest loss there. The Midas picked up but couldn't be used.
Thompson just looking for the 1v4 right now, poking his head in the bot. I mean, after OG done an exceptional job at just skipping waves and delaying that kind of the big engagement, Monaspa kind of found entry through Seb's quick RP onto the Centaur, skewer back. It looked like a decent fight for OG, but you know, we saw it as the fight kind of broke down. When you're not shutting down the Tinker, when you're not shutting down Morphling from getting in and out of the fight, poking and prodding and getting the damage out, then yeah, OG are struggling, and they are substantially behind in regards to their output. The Slark Diffusal doesn't have Ags yet. The Sniper has Hurricane Pike, still yet to get an item. Thompson actually looking to go for the Agnibs.
Oh, okay. I guess actually a bit of a sort of burst stun that might catch out the Tinker or the Morph, perhaps.
I think it's mainly for the Tinker. It's reducing the duration that you have to take the aim. So it's now half a second, right? So if he sees Tinker, instant half-second stun.
Yep.
That will then be the setup for Mag to blink RP or Slark to jump. I think that's maybe the reasoning, but also it's now conceding your Sniper to do less physical damage and more setup for the greater play. So he's itemizing with the team rather than himself. I can see why he's going to try and do it, but let's see if it works out. It's going to take a lot of coordination to perfectly chain up these spells to maybe get that kill on the Tinker or the Morphling.
Oh, here we go.
Ags online for Slark. They've hit a bit of a timing.
See what they can do here.
They see the Morphling.
Oh! There it is. Quick jump. 2-man RP into the full static storm, but he's actually still alive. Can he get out of this? He cannot. Even with the Manta, not enough to be able to dodge out of any of this AoE thrown down upon him. They'll lose the 2 heroes. Jump forward for No One. He's able to catch out the double kill for Thompson. OG get the 3 kills.
Yeah. It's a really nice smoke. You hit an item timing, you want to use it instantly. And Thompson, extremely lucky. As he walks up the steps, the Morphling is just a little bit far away, so the smoke doesn't break. If that smoke breaks, Morphling's instantly attribute shifting, moving away. So a matter of seconds was the difference between Monaspa breaking that smoke and disengaging, or getting caught off guard. And, you know, luckily for OG, they get the jump, they get the catch, and that quick blink from Seb, punishing the Morph very effectively. Skylark, he smoked up himself.
Ooh! He's in! Oh, couldn't quite burst through no one. An admirable attempt there from Skylark, but he won't be able to stop Roshan and the Aegis going into the hands of OG, and is also going to die for it. Glimpsed back by No Tail. OG, pretty much just like that, those last few minutes of play, they've closed the gap.
Really nice decisions on the map, right? You've got these smokes to find kills, posturing ready for Roshan, not letting the aggression of that bot tier 2 fight put any fear into OG, and that's the main thing. If you're ever trying to look about how these guys play Dota, it doesn't matter about the state of the team fight or the state of the map. It's like, if we have an item, if we have the confidence, they're going to look to make an opportunity. And to get that level of confidence, it's so hard. Some players, they're too ingrained on the lanes aren't in a good spot. We just lost the last fight. We need this. We need X or Y, you know? So it really is testament to the OG mindset. But again, not yet won the game.
My goodness, their Desire nearly managed to find a catch on Seb as he was TPing out.
Yeah, Tinker's picked up the Shiva's guard now, so it's going to be extremely annoying. Oh, Desire. You've just been caught out, mate.
Another permanent Essence shift stack there for no one. Really catching things up quite nicely. Did have that tough start, but 7 permanent Essence shift stacks. The items are coming in for him. So we've certainly got a game on our hands here. 25 minutes and less than 1k gold difference, T.
It's a very close game, and the best thing is we've got Seb on the Magnus, so it's going to be one of those games where it's the clutch RPs, the clutch skewers, it's the team fights that are really going to break apart these two teams. Oh, and that's the axe coming into play for Sniper.
Yeah, and that'll get the kill. No one. And he's got 29 Essence shift stacks, and Shadow Dance at the ready. He could just pounce it aggressively over to Wish. A Wish with that Ghost Scepter, able to blink out in time, and now maybe be able to jump back in. See if they can get that Aegis out of no one's hands. They can. That's the Aegis gone. Also managed to close the gap onto Thompson. Thompson jumps down to the low ground, pushes himself back with a concussive grenade. Let's see if they can continue to chase here. Skylark will have blink in a few seconds. Thompson turns with a stun. They're going forward, but Seb, he's in with the RP. He's caught the two of them. And not enough damage to kill even Desire or Nande. Nande turns into the Slark, pounces up to the high ground. The Monaspa, and will be able to come out of that one with the majority of the kills.
Move aggression from no one. He's trying to dive deep, trying to pressure. Thinks he catches the Tinker, but of course, when you jump the Tinker, 9 times out of 10, he's going to re-on blink away because the hero is literally broken in regards to that aspect. And that just forces it. Just a bit of overextension, and Monaspa beautifully positioned to turn that one around. Monaspa, like, they want these fights to be chaotic, right? They want the Centaur to be jumping one guy, the Morphling cutting through, they want the Sniper to be disengaging. Like, when these fights are like this, then it's hard for OG to get that perfect double man RP into spell combos from Disruptor Rubik, and yeah, I think Monaspa at least. It's a very even game. It's literally down to the team fight. Button already warding up. Monaspa, they want to go aggressive. They want to break open this map and try and get in the face of OG.
See what they get here. Will be a quick kill onto Spartan, and easy tombstone. Easy plus 200 for Thompson.
That was a lot of gold he actually just gave away.
That was quite a big jump of gold. And I mean, look at it. He double pouncing. No one's just going at them. He was chasing them from the river to the tier 2.
He's feeling it now.
Yeah.
He's going to go. And yeah, Morphling just picked up the BKB. So Manta ags BKB on this Morphling. Minute 27. Incredibly farmed. The value of Noto is going to fall off a little bit. His Static Storm's incredibly useful at killing off this Morphling. And, and dead.
Dominating now in the Tinker. Maybe can they chase for anything more? Skylight is going to try and enable it with the Stampede. They're looking to go for MSS. And they'll find him. There's a tanky MSS, of course. He's been able to pretty much go full strength, but not enough to live through that.
Yeah, he's going to be happy. He got to at least change up his Agi strength, and now when he respawns, he'll be like, oh, thanks, Morphling. Loses a bit of armor threat, but overall. Still kind of farming though. This is the thing. It's like, OG, you can't count them out. They're going to be, once they pick up BKB Slark, it's probably going to be the next time that they look to go for a really big fight. But until, oh, okay, they caught Spartan again.
That should be
Spartan, he's
pretty
just always
dead
by
here.
himself, yeah. Little old Spartan.
I mean, the fights just keep going. There's no slowdown from
Why
either
not?
team. And here we go, jump forward from no one. Will get caught by the arrow. The glimpse back on Skylark. They'll turn towards him with the assassinate. Same time though, Nande's committed in onto the fight. No one has the shadow dance, but the stolen pounce there from Nande will hold him in position. He can't run. No one just gets stuck here by the pounces of Nande. And Nande, he's good to go for more maybe. He's looking towards the tier 2. He's ready to dive it. Goes in with the waveform. Tops and turns with the assassinate skewer from Seb, bringing him pretty deep. RP, Nande's found himself between the tier 4 and the tier 3, but he's got enough strength. Pounce is still there as he morphs back into the slug to jump out. Notel bringing him back with the glimpse into the static storm. They will finally be able to kill him, but only after he took quite a bit from them there, Nande.
Nande's playing with so much confidence. He jumps into that fight, becomes the Slark, just completely outplays no one, but eventually, when you get this close to the base, you're gonna get skewed and you're gonna get RP. He tried to manta dodge it in fairness, doesn't connect. Love the buyback from Notel though to at least punish him. Yeah, Monaspa, they're feeling so confident in these fights now. It's so hard for OG to protect each other. And it's like Disruptor, unfortunately for the hero, it's you're dominating with 6. As soon as hero is by BKB, you're pretty much non-existent until you get that Aghanim's. Or at least you jump other heroes. So Notel, he's looking for that Blink Dagger. He's hoping maybe if he catches this Tinker, if he catches, let's say, the Centaur, that helps set up the fight in a different way. The OG, they need to try and find fights in their vision, in their control. They did lose the gem as well, so it's going to be even harder to have presence on the map.
That's getting pretty crazy. It's exactly what we wanted to see, sort of from this, the series. Everything on the line. Both teams giving it their all. And,
DD online for no one though.
have they got a smoke? Not at the moment.
No. Yeah, Rubik's backpack. They do have
Oh, we
one.
do. Okay, yeah. Let's see if they want to try and do something with that. I mean, already from Monaspa, they've smoked up. They're going to be charging straight the way of OG.
Unfortunately, yeah, this DD isn't really going to become into a big fight. I was hoping to see a nice little 5-on-5.
Skylark, he finds the opening! Blink, who stomped? Arrow to follow up. That's no one gone. And now MSS also caught in the trees, and now continue the dive under the tier 2. Turn with the assassinate, the skewer back on a Wish, but Wish, he popped the Ghost Scepter. He's going to be fine. Nande jumps in. They're going to continue this dive. They're taking out 3. They're going to be able to take out 4. Thompson dying within his own base. Nande, does he want to dive the fountain? Surely not. That might be a little too much for Nande, as aggressive as he has been. They'll settle for the 4, but 4 kills just like that for Monaspa.
The speed in which this line, if they get one little pick off, they can just destroy everything. And no one, again, playing on the Slark, he's getting caught off by the Skylark Centaur Stomp. That is incredibly good from Skylark to find these initiations, but from no one, he's got to be a little bit quicker on this. I know it's hard when you're looking at all the information being processed, but the fact that Skylark's found these opportunities against a Slark of all heroes, that is something.
Monaspa stepping it up to sort of the same level of fight that they were bringing in the earlier series that we had from them today. And they're very much on a roll. The momentum's behind them, and OG, they've got to find some way of breaking it. They do have, when they're all alive and they're all prepared to defend the high ground, they have got that pretty good combo. Seb getting in, some sort of RP, skewer back into the static storm. But outside of that, if they lose heroes like they just did outside of the base, they're going to be at the risk of losing another set of racks, maybe even just the game, off the back of another bad team fight.
Yeah, it feels like OG just can't fight out in the open now. With the vision advantage of the Undying with Tombstone, the fact that Tinker's so elusive, they need that perfect jump, and it's been working for OG when they get the smokes, when they get these kind of surprise plays. You see them doing one now. They're trying to catch Monaspa as they're a bit more relaxed, but already the positioning of Monaspa grouped up. Look at the mini-map there. Skylar's like, guys, they're going to be coming at us. Play underneath this ward. Be ready. They're fully reading OG like a book here. Yeah, Skylark just commanding his team to hold ground.
No one.
This
Quick
time.
pounce away.
We've got the arrow, though.
Oh, we only just did. I mean, the MSS will be able to drag no one a little bit further away from the chase. Nande able to morph into the Slark. There's just this continuous spam. I mean, good old Tinker doing horrific things here, as the Tinker will at this stage with the farm he has. Kills off poor old No-Tail. Not a chance for the Disruptor. Tops is going to drive the TP up, the Stampede into the Hoostomp, and the Pounce as well for Nande. It's there. No escape for Topson. Old G now without 2 members, and they do not have buyback on there. So you know that Monaspa, they're going to continue this chase. Straight in they go. They've closed the gap onto No One and Seb. Seb has to put the BKB. No One also with the BKB, but he doesn't quite know where to run. He finally manages to get away from them. Desperately scarpering towards the fountain. Seb will be able to get a fountain skew onto Skylar, but Skylar's got a Ghost Scepter. He's going to be able to live for a little bit longer. And Monaspa, they're going to start fountain diving. Nande's in, kills off MSS, kills off Seb. It's a team wipe. OG, everybody dead. Monaspa looking terrifying here in this game 1.
No, there's 20 bloody no mangoes. Jesus Christ. This guy wants to get out of the game right now. Full mana, full life. A-click in the tier 4s. What are they able to do? No core has a buyback.
They do not. 15 seconds until Topson's back up, but Seb and No One, they might not get to see another bit of action in this game. It may already be over. The tier 4's falling. So if there's any sort of magic that Topson, MSS, and No-Tail can do, we're going to see them try. The Assassinate onto Wish, but again, with the Ghost Scepter, they can't quite finish him off. The Ancient is falling. Monaspa, they're looking to end this. The Static Storm's down, but once again, this time they'll get him. The Assassinate damage is there, but they cannot stop this push onto the Ancient. GG is called. Monaspa will take this game 1. They're just looking better and better today, Monaspa. A solid squad and just too much for OG to deal with when the game started to get chaotic. Something that, historically OG's members have been very good.